Philip Dobard.
And I'm Tracey Mitchell.
And this is Culinary Quickies, a series featuring dishes that aren't necessarily quick, but the episodes certainly are. Tracey, what are you making?
I'm making roast chicken with fall fruit.
Fall fruit? So like stuff that fell from a tree? Is that,
yeah.
What's that about?
Well, tis the season.
Tis the season.
Right,
so
but this is fruits, nuts, and berries. So.
Okay, all right, very good. So we got pears, we got apples, we got, what's this?
Pecans.
I'm nuts about pecans. I also see some fortified wine.
Yes, Marsala.
Marsala, out of Sicily.
Yes.
No less. Okay, very good. Why Marsala instead of some other fortified wine?
Well, I find that Marsala has a sort of a syrupy and smooth flavor, and it's very good. It brings out the savoriness in the sweet fruits.
Okay, very good. Now, if you don't have Marsala on hand, you can use another fortified wine. You could just use white wine.
Yes.
Just fine.
Correct.
Okay. Well, listen, before I foul up anything, I'm going to get out of your way.
I love roast chicken. I don't know about you. We all have our preferences. Some people love a nice tender skin. Some people like a crispy skin. But there's no denying that you really need to rinse the bird and then dry it thoroughly inside and out, because the more liquid that's in the pot when the chicken is at the beginning of the cooking process, the more likely the flesh is to steam and become stringy. So you want to dry it thoroughly. Then, if you do like crispy skin, pat the outside with some salt and put it in the refrigerator for an hour and let it dry out. The refrigerator is a dry environment. 1 hour is plenty enough time to get a crispy skin, but if you like, put it in for 24 hours if you have the room, and it's magnificent. You don't need much salt. You do want to cover. Okay, now the chicken's ready for the refrigerator. Now that we've chopped up the pears, apples, onions, and celery, I'm going to add some pressed garlic, some pecans, and some dried sour cherries, a little bit of poultry seasoning with some pepper and olive oil, and then it'll be time to prepare the bird by stuffing it with all of this plus the fresh herbs, and then we're going to put a little magic under the skin. Let's get to it. Okay, our bird has been drying with its salt and in the refrigerator. Now we want to lubricate the skin and season it. So start by lifting up this skin here, and we're going to separate it, and it's easily done. You don't need a knife. Just use your fingers and slip them in between this membrane that's around the flesh and that skin, and lift it up like that, so that you get all the way under, and maybe a little this way, and get the other side. You want to put your hand in there and come over here and get a little of the leg. So now we're ready to put some butter and poultry seasonings and some pepper. So just grab some softened butter like that, get it under the skin. It doesn't have to be perfect. So now we're going to do the same on the back. We're separating that membrane from the skin, getting your hand under there to both sides. Again, it's very easy. Don't need a knife for this. I say this because you don't want to pierce this skin. The skin's going to help keep all of this in. Now, we'll grab another bit of butter, softened butter here. Put a little on the inside. Now it's time to put the seasoning in the bird. You can see it under the skin. Okay, here are the fresh herbs. Bend those in half here. Let's just stuff them right in unceremoniously. We're going to put our fruit and nuts inside. Just fit as much as you can into the bird, and the rest we'll just put under the bird, and it will rest on top of those. That way it won't stick to the bottom of the pot. By the way, this stuffing is fantastic in a turkey or a duck. This bird is about 4 pounds, so you can adjust the amounts according to the poundage of the duck or the turkey. It looks like I can get a little bit more in through the neck. Just stuff it in there. All right, there's our bird. I need to prepare the Dutch oven. So I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in the bottom. All right, our pot's prepared. Now it's time to put in the leftover stuffing. It's going to form a base upon which I can put the chicken, and it'll raise it up above the liquid so the chicken doesn't stew. All right, it's time to season the chicken with a little pepper. She's ready. The bird's been in the oven for about 20 minutes, so it's time to baste it. We're going to use a little bit of marsala and some chicken broth.
So, roast chicken with fall fruit.
Yes.
Or fruits. This is kind of gorgeous, and I'm kind of really hungry, but it'd be gorgeous even if I weren't. Shall I?
Yes, you shall.
All right. Well, yeah, okay. All right.
Actually, it's very tender, so I don't.
All right. She's winging it.
I am.
Actually, you're legging it, actually.
Yeah.
All right. Rumors of chicken. Okay, there it is. All right. How about some of that good stuff there?
Sure, you want some nuts?
I do. Okay. Nuts and berries.
Yes.
There are berries. There are cherries in here. Well, it's stone fruit. Are those berries? Anyway, okay. All right. I'm going in.
All right. Dig in.
All right. This is so good.
I'm glad you like it.
You have every right to cluck over this.
Oh, thanks.
Can you tell us
Yes.
a bit about?
This chicken sounds like it's really difficult to make and complex, but it's not. And the fruit stuffing keeps it light. It is so aromatic in here. I wish you were here to smell this.
But you're not. But you can make this at home. How long did this take?
About an hour.
Okay, an hour baking time.
Yes.
Prep maybe 30 minutes or so.
Yes.
All right. Wonderful stuff. This is great. The weather is cooling. We're going to see more of these traditional dishes.
Yes.
Holiday flair. Some of them always with a twist.
Absolutely. And again, this stuffing is great in a turkey.
Or a duck.
Or a duck, yes.
Any fowl.
Yes.
Right. All right. Very good. A big thank you to Melissa's Produce for supporting this series. All of the produce you saw today, courtesy Melissa's. Find us on social media. Like us on Facebook.
Subscribe.
To us on YouTube, the Center for Culinary Culture. Back next week.
Yes.
More deliciousness.
Absolutely.
Until then.
Bye.